guys, welcome back to my channel. Marguerite here. If you are new, welcome. I love having you here and appreciate you checking out this video. So I have several Ordinary videos about the Ordinary skincare, but I wanted to do an update. I haven't done a video, I think in like 8 or 9 months. My previous video was just kind of explaining some of the products and like what their main function is. But this one, I just wanted to update you which Ordinary products I'm currently using. I have many of their products. I'd say I have like 3/4 of their products, honestly, just because I love testing them out and they're so cheap and affordable. They kind of made it that way so that you can pick out different products, test them out. You know, if it didn't work for your skin type, you don't necessarily break the bank because their products are so affordable. And again, this is a great, if you're new to the Ordinary, it's a great skincare line for starters. If you have no previous skincare experience, if you really want to get serious about, you know, preventing aging and certain anti-aging preventative measures, then it's a great place to start. I will say that their retinoids, you know, don't compare to the pharmaceutical grade like Retin-A, tretinoin, and stuff like that. But if you are new to it, you have nothing to lose by trying out they have like 4 different retinoids. They have the Grand Active retinoid solution, and then they have like 3 different ones that are in Squalene Oil, and they're just super hydrating, non-irritating. You won't get any reaction. So I think that's a great place to start if you are looking for anti-aging or just to clear up texture and just kind of like take the first step into aging. But anyways, what I'm here today doing is I want to just tell you which products I'm currently using while pregnant. So I'm over 5 months pregnant right now. When my skin changes, it's like one of the first signs. This is my 3rd pregnancy. It's one of the first noticeable signs of pregnancy for me. My skin immediately changes. It gets super dry. It can't tolerate anything. So I do have quite a few Ordinary products that I am able to use while pregnant. So I just wanted to update you which Ordinary products I'm currently using and why, and just tell you a little about them. So believe it or not, I have 6 Ordinary products that I use. I do not use these all at once, so I'll explain the different functions and how I use them. But just a little background about my skin type. You know, I think it's important when you're hearing people's, you know, which products they're using, you need to know about their background, their skin type. Had to let my dog out, I apologize. For the record, I have very dry, dehydrated, acne-prone skin. I had acne for over 10 years, tried everything on the market, you name it. So it's like my mission to figure out how to solve acne, by the way. Anyways, these are great products tailored for very dry, dehydrated skin. Again, my skin's pregnant, so it's extra sensitive. It can't handle any fragrances, any essential oils, any crap fillers. It can't handle retinoids, retinols. You shouldn't use that while pregnant anyways. So yeah, let me just explain what I'm using. So I have 6 products, like I mentioned. Number 1 is the Hyaluronic Acid 2% plus B5. Super gentle product. If you have never tried a hyaluronic acid, this is where to start. For $5, you got nothing to lose. This is great at plumping the skin. It helps your skin retain moisture. Now keep in mind, it depends what climate you live in. I'm in Indiana, so it's very dry climate. In that case, you know, hyaluronic acid likes to pull moisture from the air. Well, there's no moisture in the air where I live, so then it can tend to pull moisture from your body. So you want to make sure that you're piling this on with other hydrating products so that when it does pull from your skin, it's not pulling moisture out of your skin. You know, you want to like trap it in, and this will help trap in any moisture it can. You can drink all the water in the world, but that won't help with hydration on your face. So it definitely depends on what products you use, but hyaluronic acid is a great product that can help moisturize and plump your skin, plump fine lines. I love applying this under my eye area. Since I am in such a dry climate, I sandwich this in with other products and it seems to be okay. And I also sleep with the humidifier, so that helps add moisture into my skin. I try to wash my skin with a very mild cleanser, no fragrance. I try to use very medium, cold to warm water. You don't want to use hot water. It can dry your skin out even more. So this is a great product if you have dry skin. The thing with hyaluronic acid, this has like 3 different types of hyaluronic acid as well. And the thing with hyaluronic acid is it can even sting your skin a little when you first apply it if you're new to it. And that's fine. That means your skin's just so dehydrated it desperately needs it. So that can happen for about a week and then it'll wear off. I use this morning and night. I first cleanse my skin. I have 2 different ones, one by Clarity RX, their vitamin infused cleanser, and then I also have the ultra gentle calming cleanser by Dermalogica. So I use those cleansers depending on the day, depending how my skin is, and then I'll tone my face. Lately I've just been using witch hazel. Then I will first immediately while my skin is still wet apply, while it's still damp, you know, I'll apply apply the hyaluronic acid. I think it's good to apply this while your skin's moistened. Is that a word? While your skin is still wet. It really helps to sink into your skin. But before this dries, I think this is the key. Before this dries, you want to apply your next product. So this has been my main serum. I'll apply the Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid, but while my skin's still a little damp, then I immediately apply my moisturizer. And I happen to be enjoying the Ordinary Natural Moisturizing Factors plus Hyaluronic Acid. Again, this has hyaluronic acid in it. So I think this is a great product to immediately apply and sandwich in the moisture from this hyaluronic acid. I think if you keep piling on products that have hyaluronic acid, the better, and it will help your skin stay more moisturized. So I love this. This product has amino acids in it. It's a very beneficial moisturizer. Apply this more in the morning. I have a more intense cream that I apply in the PM time that's even more gentle. I read that the amino acids in this can even act as retinoid does. So this can be a great like addition. You know, I can't be applying retinoids on my skin right now because I'm pregnant. So this is a great extra skincare product. But I love this in the morning. It's very lightweight. It's like a white cream, as you can see. And I do find that this takes a bit of a minute to blend. You can see it's kind of like, it's very creamy. It's an interesting consistency, and it takes me a good minute for this to fully blend in. So it's part of the experience, I think. You just gotta take your time, just keep massaging it, and you'll find that it will eventually sink into the skin. But it really is a great product. Next, the Ordinary Niacinamide 10% plus zinc 1%. So I love applying this. They say you can apply it morning and evening. I just usually apply this in the morning. I guess I should have mentioned this before the moisturizer, but this is the Niacinamide 10%. So this is I think it's a B vitamin, but I could be wrong. It is a vitamin, but this is a great blemish formula. So if you are acne prone, if you have acne prone skin, this is great. This also helps with your pores. You know, nothing, you can't do anything about your pore size, but you can definitely help like control it and kind of shrink them and kind of tighten them. So this is a great product that helps tighten your pores. It helps with texture, but most importantly, this helps with blemishes. And the zinc in it especially is great for acne. So if you do have the retinoid, this is a great product, a great booster before the retinoid. I've heard that if you don't want to apply this with vitamin C because it can cancel out vitamin C, but other dermatologists say you're fine. So I don't know. I personally would skip this with vitamin C. Again, I'll apply the hyaluronic acid and then the niacinamide, and I do it in the morning. The thing with this is the tiniest amount goes a long way. I know they have these droppers and it's tempting to apply a lot of product. You can see this is a clear product, but just you want literally one drop like that. And this is kind of like a sticky, watery, clear serum. But one will do it and it spreads, it goes a long way. But I mainly concentrate this on my cheeks. And you want to apply this, I apply this right after the hyaluronic acid, but with this product, you want to wait a good minute for it to dry, and you don't want to apply too much, otherwise it will pill up. It really is a great product, you just want to make sure you apply it correctly. I love mixing that with a hyaluronic acid, and then I go in with my moisturizer, then my SPF, then oil. An oil for me is my makeup primer. I love my oils. This is, the Ordinary has incredible oils, by the way. They have like 5 different oils. This is Squalane, and then I also have their Marula Oil, which by the way is an incredible dupe for the Drunk Elephant Marula Oil. They are pretty much the same thing, $7. The Drunk Elephant one's like $80. So you take your pick. I apply the Marula at night, Squalane in the morning. The reason I love Squalane, it has replaced rosehip seed oil for me. Now don't get me wrong, I love rosehip seed oil. It's a fattier oil. It's great for acne prone skin, which is what I have. It helps balance out your pH levels because acne prone skin is very low in linoleic acid. Rosehip seed oil is very high, so it helps balance out your pH. It's really good for preventing scars, but the problem with rosehip seed oil is it can oxidize. The sun, you don't want to ever apply it in the AM because if sun comes in contact with it, same with retinoids, it can actually age you more and cause more skin spots. So make sure you're only applying that in the PM, by the way, which gets me to Squalene. The sun won't oxidize this. It's very clear, lightweight, fast absorbing oil. I usually do like 2 drops, warm it up in my hand. And then the thing with oil, you don't want to rub like I'm doing now. You want to warm it up in your hand and then just press it gently. A little goes a long way with an oil, so you just want to gently press it into your skin. You don't want to be too greasy, you don't want too much oil, but it's a great way at smoothing out any lines, plumping your skin, and it's a great smoothing serum primer before makeup. I usually will go in with another primer too, but oil can act as a primer, by the way. Also very important to note that you want to apply your SPF before oil, and that might sound really weird, but you want oil to be the last product you apply morning and night. Last before makeup, okay? You can apply makeup after. You don't want your oil after your makeup, because an oil is the thickest molecule, so nothing will get through an oil. If you're applying this first, then all previous products will not fully absorb into your skin. You want this last, and think of it as a blanket. It will just encapsulate all the previous products. It prevents moisture from evaporating, and it really just blankets in and sandwiches in all the previous products. It especially is good for me where I am in a dry climate to use with hyaluronic acid, because it prevents any moisture from evaporating, you know, because it's a thicker molecule. So it really is a great protective barrier for your skin, especially when you go out in the dry area. If you are in a humid environment, it will still protect your skin from environmental damage. And I like it as a primer because it's so thick. I find, like, I feel like it protects my face from makeup actually getting absorbed into my skin. Because, you know, everything you put on your face can get absorbed into the bloodstream, and I don't want my makeup getting absorbed deep into my bloodstream. So I find that an oil like really helps block my makeup from fully sinking into my skin. So I find that it's very protective of my skin. Like I said, it's the thickest molecule, so you really want to be careful with oil cleansing. I actually stopped all oil cleansing, and I know oil's great at removing makeup, but again, if that's your number one step in your skincare routine, an oil is so thick, what previous products are going to get through that, unless you're using like an intense cleanser that can get off every oil residue. But I mean, think of how hard oil is to get off like your dirty dish pans, you know? You need like the heaviest Dawn whatever to cut through that. So just something to keep in mind, you know, by the morning it wears off and it has evaporated after like 8 hours of sleeping. So you're fine in the morning when you wash your face, it will come off. But I love Squalene and I love Marula. I find that Marula has more anti-aging benefits. Squalene is one of the most universal oils. Any skin type can handle it. It's especially great if you have dry skin. Like I said, just gently press it into your skin after your moisturizer. You can even mix it into your moisturizer if that's easier for you. You know, if that's your last step at night, mix it in and you're good to go. But I love Marula at night. Marula is just, it's a little fattier, I think, than Squalene. It's great for acne prone skin as well. You can also apply like Marula in your hair. But I just like this. This has just been my routine. I really like it in the evening time. I find that it calms my skin down and it really hydrates it while it sleeps. Sometimes I'll even mix Squalene and Marula and apply this in the PM. Okay, so lastly, I have the Lactic Acid 5% plus Hyaluronic Acid 2%. This is more of like a once a week treatment for me. It's mild enough that I could use it every day. But again, my skin's so sensitive while pregnant. I just don't think it's necessary for me to be using harsh acids every day while pregnant. So it's good at exfoliating, which is why I like it once a week, maybe even twice a week. But I'll apply this. It's a serum. You don't need to wash it off, but you know, it's so mild it doesn't even burn my skin, and my skin's very sensitive. But you can use this as a mask. I know they also have a 10%, by the way, which I do want to get. But you can apply this on your skin. They said you could even wait like 10-20 minutes and then wipe it off if you want, and think of it as a mask. You can apply this as a treatment before retinoids. Definitely work up to that if you're new to retinoids. You know, the acid can be a great booster, and it kind of helps balance out your skin's pH, so it can really absorb the retinoid. So you can apply this before a retinoid, but again, if you're new to retinoids, I don't recommend that. I recommend working your way up to that. But for me, I'll wash my face, I'll apply this. Sometimes I'll even apply the hyaluronic acid on top of it. There's hyaluronic acid in it. Then I'll apply my moisturizer and then my oil. Usually Marula, sometimes Squalene, depends what I'm in the mood for that night. Sometimes I'll use this twice a week. You could use it every other night. It's a great serum. Lactic acid is great at giving you that glow. It's a great exfoliator. So it's a chemical exfoliator. So if you have dry, flaky skin, this is a great product to apply. It will help chemically break down and wipe off your dry skin cells and just kind of help renew your skin, help your skin regenerate itself, and new softer baby skin will come through. So it's a great exfoliator, very mild, very gentle, and it's great at giving you a glow. So I personally love lactic acid. I love the smell of it. You can see that this has like Tasmanian berry in it or something that gives it this color. So you can see it has a slight tint to it. I love the smell. It smells like powdered sugar candy. You know those like fun dip candies that you would dip in the packet, and it was that like really powdery sugar stuff that I just loved. That's what it reminds me of. Or maybe even like sweet shock tarts or something. But again, it's very moisturizing, very mild. Sometimes I'll feel like a little tingle. If I have a blemish, this is always a product I get out, and I'll apply this onto my skin. It just will make your skin so smooth. And it has a hyaluronic acid in it, you know, kind of watering it down. So this is not gonna burn your skin. Very mild. They have a 10% if you wanna kick it up a notch. But yeah, these are the products I've been using while pregnant. I think these are all super gentle, great products. Oh, another one I didn't mention, I don't have down here, but it's the alpha arbutin, and it looks just like the niacinamide. And I like applying that in the PMs. Alpha arbutin's great for blemish scars, which I have some. I had acne for 10 years, like I mentioned. Especially while pregnant, if I get a blemish and I pop it, it will linger for a good month. And I have a discoloration right there that's been lingering. So I'll put alpha arbutin. You can even apply it in conjunction with the niacinamide. I think they want you to apply the alpha arbutin first and then the niacinamide. That's a little too strong for me personally, but you can definitely do that if you want. But I love alpha arbutin just for blemish spots. I don't think it helps so much with hyperpigmentation or melasma. I've heard some people say it can. You know, that could be a great booster for like vitamin C or something, or retinoid, but that's a whole other topic. I've really been enjoying the alpha arbutin as well in the PM with the serum that I'll mix with hyaluronic acid. So again, I apply the hyaluronic acid morning and night, niacinamide in the morning, alpha arbutin in the evening, and then my moisturizer, and then an oil. So I highly recommend their oils. If I could recommend one product to you, first it would be the Squalene Oil, and then number 2, it would be the Lactic Acid, okay? Number 3 would be the hyaluronic acid. Number 4 would be the niacinamide. You will see good results with niacinamide, by the way. And number 5, their moisturizer. I do like this moisturizer. It definitely takes some time to rub in, which I think might rub people the wrong way, but it's great under makeup. Really smooths my skin, has great skincare benefits. Marula is great too. You just gotta figure out what oil you want, which is great for your skin type. So it's just part of the fun. That's why The Ordinary has so many products. I know their site can be very confusing. Let me know if you have any questions. I'd be happy to help. I would be happy to steer you in the right direction. And thank you guys so much for watching my video. I sure do appreciate it. And I will see you another day and another video. Farewell, farewell.